My name is Jean-Vincent Roy, and I'm the resident historian on Assassin's Creed Syndicate. My job as an historian was to help the team form a cohesive picture about the period, to understand the period. So I provided them with references, I reached out for specialists, I found maps and blueprints and all kinds of reference material for the team to be able to actually create London, create our characters, craft a story. All the work that went into the game generally proceeded with some form of historical research. One of the main challenges of the Victorian period in general, and certainly one of the defining characteristics of the period, is the Industrial Revolution. In London in 1868, you get to see the impact of this revolution, wherever you look. You will see steamboats on the Thames. You will see trains, roaming about London. You will see train stations and railway networks. You will see traffic. You will see public light. So all these things combine to form a nice landscape of an industrial city at the time. As for the challenges, the Industrial Revolution will bring with it some sort of a social turmoil. There's an emerging working class that only has their hands and their time to sell. You have an emerging middle class. The city itself changes a lot. So you have still some child labor, and you have poverty as well. You have slums. So all of this combined together, provide a pretty accurate picture of what London might have looked like at the time. This is very interesting. I can give you one example of this. We did some extensive research about public lighting and gaslight in the street, and we had some very talented light artists that worked very hard to recreate this sort of orange, flickering, organic light, right? And so when I got into the game, when the sun was falling down, the dusk was coming up, and the light started to open up, I felt like I was walking in a Grimshaw painting, and it was absolutely amazing. So this is when I saw the first train, really functioning and chugging along in London, it was an awesome feeling because we really get to see it created and lively. And this is one of the main keywords here. London in Assassin's Creed Syndicate is not a static city. It's living on its own almost. And you as a player gets to experience an adventure in this living city. Actually, this is something that's subject to debate at this time because the idea of a quiet woman at home, obeying and submissive, is very much a middle class kind of thing at the time. We have census showing us that you have thousands of business owners that were actually women. So the relative position of women in the Victorian society, it really much depends on the perspective you get on this. If you look at the the lower class, the higher class, the monarchy, is very different. And so this was to us an opportunity to work with this reality and to create a strong character, a strong female character out of this reality.
For London.
For family. Assassin's Creed Syndicate.